Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of describing the volume of a cylinder. This is standard 8.6a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 7 off the 2018 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a sculpture in the shape of a cylinder in a museum. And so the cylinder has a diameter of 12 feet and a height of h feet. So they're not going to give us the actual height. They're just going to give us that h. And we need to find the equation to find volume. All right, so let's draw a picture here. We don't know what type of cylinder it is, but we're just going to kind of draw a circle. 2 lines coming down, and then typically how we finish this out is we kind of draw the bottom part of the circle. We kind of draw some dotted dashed lines to kind of represent that it's hidden. All right, so it's not perfect, but most people can at least recognize that it's supposed to be a cylinder. So what do we know about this? It has a diameter of 12 feet. All right, so remember the diameter has a straight line. It goes side to side, but it has to go through the center. All right, so we're just going to write 12 feet right there. Some little marks to kind of show that it's going from side to side. And then our height is h. So that's not very helpful, but those are our two measurements. 12 feet as a diameter, and then h. And so we need to find the volume. Now here's the thing about volume. A volume for either a cylinder or a prism. So rectangular prism, triangular prism, hexagonal prism, right? Any type of prism, not a pyramid, but a prism, they're all going to have that same basic formula. Super easy to remember. Volume equals base times height. If you forget it, it is on your mathematics chart that you will use during the STAAR test. Now, the height is easy. Take a look at this. They already give us the height right there. Now, normally if they want you to actually calculate it, right, they're going to give you an actual number, but in this case, they just give you h for height. So we just have the h for height. We're not going to be able to figure out what that is, and that's fine. And take a look. We've got h for height, at least in 3 of these. Actually, it's in all 4. That one is just kind of hidden inside. All right, so the h is going to be there. So really the big question mark is this. What is the base? Now this is where we need to use a little bit of mathematical reasoning, because the base in a prism, right, is going to be the square, the triangle, the hexagon, whatever type of prism it is. In this case, our base is going to be our circle. So I'll just kind of shade it in. Both top and bottom, both of those are considered the base. And so what it really means when it says base times height, it means the area of a base. So in this case, the area of the base is a circle. Like I said, in the prisms, it might be a triangle, might be a rectangle, might be a square. So how do you find the area of a base? Well, this happens to be a circle. So what we need is the area of a circle. And that's the trick, if there is one here, is you have to know that the base means finding the area of the base. In this case, it's the area of a circle, right? And so that is another equation that we need to supply there, pi r squared. That's how we find the area of a circle. It's also on the mathematics chart. Now, they don't give you the radius. They just give you the diameter, right? So the radius equals the diameter cut in half. So if the whole diameter is 12, that means from the middle to the side, that's going to be 6 feet. So let's plug that in. So area equals pi times 6 squared. So that's my area. Remember, my area is the base, so putting it all together, now we've got to do that base, which is the pi times 6 squared. And then we got to bring this height back in, times height. So my answer here is A.